أيوة، الآن معنا قاعدة up to date مع الأستاذ شريف أنسي. تفضل أستاذ شريف.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بس للتوضيح، السيشن إن شاء الله أستاذة نورة هتبقى بالعربي ولا بالإنجليزي؟ أنا مش عارف الحضور، لو في حد من هل غير ناطق باللغة العربية؟
أستاذ فؤاد؟
لا، مع حضرتك. نعم.
أيوة، هي الورشة باللغة الإنجليزية. لو كان
خلاص تمام، بس حبيت أتأكد. لا خلاص تمام، خلاص أنا على أساس قلت أتأكد بس من السيشن. شاكر جدا لحضرتك يا أستاذ علي.
ولا يهمك.
الله يكرمك، شكرا لك. خلينا نعمل شير السكرين. السلام عليكم. في البداية thanks everybody for joining our session, and I would like also to thank the King Abdalazis University Hospital Library team to give the chance to me to be with you today. Actually, it would be my pleasure to be with you today. My name is Fada Afifi, the training consultant and customer success specialist from Walters Kluwer based in Riyadh, taking care of all Middle East and Africa for our clinical solutions. So our session today will be mainly about up-to-date and how can we get the benefit from these clinical decision support. So just can you confirm that you can see my screen? So I'm showing here the King Abdulaziz University homepage.
واضحة السكرين، وأحب أعتذر لحضرتك أستاذ فؤاد عفيفي.
No worry.
معلش.
ولا يهمك يا فندم، عادي.
شكرا. واضحة
الله يكرمك.
الشاشة.
طيب ممتاز. Okay, so we can go ahead. Thanks a lot. First step, you will ask me, of course, most of you already knows up to date, but some of you may be new to up to date. So in our session today, we will highlight what is the maximum benefit for the academic community, whether you are faculty of medicine, pharmacy, and some other health science libraries as well, how to get the benefit from up to date, and how the academic community get the benefit from these clinical tools and features within up to date. First of all, what is up to date? Up to date is a clinical decision support resource tool written by expert physicians to help clinicians make the right point of care decision. Again, in brief, what is up to date? Evidence-based recommendation that you need to make your decision for your patient. So you be sure that you are providing the best quality of care based on the evidence for your patient. Okay, this is just a brief about up to date. How, as a faculty staff or medical students, clinical students, to get the benefit from up to date, this is what we will highlight today from the clinical tools and topics and the drug interaction. Also, how can we reduce the medication errors and how can we get the latest evidence, how to get the latest update. Let's say we have involved in a research or we have an assignment, where you can find this and how up to date will help you. Okay, so first of all, you have to create an account with up to date. Okay, great. The question here, I'm expecting you to ask me, how can I create my own account with up to date? The only feature or the only way to create your account, what I will highlight it right now. So all what you need, you will open the King Abdulaziz University homepage, whether you select the Deanship of Library Affairs or you select the library from the quick link event. So both of them will take you to the same page. So once you select a library, it will take you immediately to the homepage of Library Affairs. All what you need here to select the digital library, Deep Knowledge, that will give you access to all electronic resources. So once you select the digital library, it will take you to the next step that asking you, here is the homepage or the portal actually for all your electronic resources databases. So in that case, what I need to do, I need to sign in. So in your case, you will use the KS authentication to sign in. You will put the username and password, and then you will be able to access all resources. So once you sign in, it will take you immediately to this page that it will show you all resources or all databases. Once you already sign in, you will see your name, and then all what you need to do to access up to date, just select electronic resources. So once you select electronic resources, then you will get the whole list of available databases, and I will show you how can you immediately jump in to find up to date. So use the filter search option and just start type up to date. Here it is. So the favorite. Okay, so whether you click on the logo or up to date, it will take you immediately to the home page of up to date. And this is the way. How can you create your account? This is the most important in our session today, because why I need to create an account with up to date, and I'll show you what is the benefit actually. So before I go with up to date and open the home page of up to date, I wanted to highlight also where you can find the supported materials, handouts, because I know this is one of the benefit or one of the most important of having this type of activity, where you can find the handout. Here it is. So you can find training center. Once you open the training center, immediately it will take you to all tip sheet guidance for how to get the benefit from up to date, even the social media, and if you are interested to MCQ. So we are sharing all question every day. You can check it from here, and quick reference guide and some other videos also available how to use the specific feature within up to date. So all these things will be available here under videos, files, and links. Okay, now I would like to open up to date as a home page. So once you click or select up to date, it will take you immediately to the home page of up to date. So let me just click again on the link. Here it is for up to date. And now it will take you to the home page of up to date. Let me click again here on the. Okay, now it's open. I mean, if this happened with you, all what you need already, you know already what you have to do. So let me log out, because this is I already logged in. So I will click again on up to date. It will take you immediately to the home page of up to date, showing you the King Abdul'Aziz University logo on the home page of up to date here. Go to, okay. So ignore. Okay, so here it is. So this is what you need to do. I mean, if you, maybe because I'm accessing from my account as a visitor, but in your case, maybe it will work directly. But if this happened, so you know already what you have to do. So click on ignore, and then it will take you immediately to the home page of up to date. Then you will find here King Abdul'Aziz University in the top right. And here is the clue. Here is the point where you can find or how to create your account with up to date. So here it's, once you access the home page of up to date, you will find the option of register. If you are trying to access up to date, like now, from any PC connected to the internet, this is the page you will get. Up to date will ask you to log in or subscribe. So we already have an agreement with King Abdul'Aziz University Library Deanship. So all what you need to do that to follow the steps from within the library or the Deanship of Library Affairs or library portal, and then you will be able to reach this page. All what you need is to do is create or click on register. So let me open up to date homepage. So log out. So because I open multiple screens. Again here, I will click on up to date to show ignore. So we already learned the lesson. Okay, so once I click on ignore, it will take me here to, the logo of King Abdul'Aziz University, and then you will find here the option to register or log in if you already had an old account or you would like to activate your account. The most important, technical point I wanted to highlight, that you need actually to keep in mind that you need to keep the username and password in a safe place that you will use it in the future. Why? Because you need to verify your account with up to date every 3 months. Let's say, for example, you created your account today or tomorrow. You need to log in and follow the steps from the Deanship of Library Affairs until you reach the home page of up to date like this, and click on log in to verify. Why? I need to verify to keep the remote access from anywhere, and also you can get the mobile app and you can get the CME. Okay, so click on register. First of all, how to create your account. So once you click on register, here is the registration form that will appear asking you put your information. So you will create your username and password. You will ask me, I will be no need to create an account with UpToDate. I am still able to access the home page of UpToDate, and I will run a search, and I will get the full topic. Okay, you are right. You will get, but you will miss a lot of information. Like what? You will miss the most important feature of remote access that you already have access to through the library portal, but sometimes I need to use it on my mobile app. I need to register. So the mobile app code or logo, it will be like this. All what you need, your Apple Store or Android, search for UpToDate, one word, then download the app, put the username and password. Where is the username and password? The one you will create it in the registration form. So to be able to use the application of UpToDate, you have to create an account. And the most important also of creating an account with UpToDate is what? Personalization feature. I mean, the page here is clear, only just COVID topics. But once I log in with my credential, you will see the difference. Of course, you will see my name, my CME, and here you will find personalization in this area. This is the most important. Why? As a medical student or faculty staff, I need to have a list. Let's say, for example, in my module right now, I'm working on cardio. Or if we are using the system, so I'm cardiovascular system or nervous system, whatever the system is or the module is. So whatever the area, you can customize the home page of UpToDate. Really, I can do this? Yes. How can you do this? All what you need, just create your account, log in with your account. So once you log in with your account to UpToDate, you will be able to get this benefit. So I will put my credential. Okay, here it is. So here is the same screen you will get once you create your account, once you fill the registration form. And here is what I am telling you about the personalization. This is the history, what I searched for the last 2-3 months. Okay, most viewed, the most important section I'm frequently open. Here is my own bookmark. So bookmark, it can be graphic, calculator, drug name, or technique, procedure, whatever the area I'm interested in. And I wanted to highlight also here. Let's say, for example, I checked coronavirus last week. Why this orange dot appear here? Why it's not with my whole list? And the second point here for management in hospitalized adult. This is alert system or alarm system telling you that there is an update occur to this topic. Please update yourself. So instead of running after journals, guideline, and so on, you will get the latest update coming to you here based on your interest or bookmark or even your history. Okay, this is really interesting. Now, how can I get, let's say, for example, we are in the academic community and I would like to get the latest update on a specific topic. My recommendation, we have search bar here that will allow you to search for any topic within UpToDate. So you can search for sign, symptom, lab abnormality, procedure, drug, patient education, graphic, calculator, even drug. You can search by generic or trade even for the drug. But what about the latest update in a specific specialty? Or in the module right now I'm studying, I'm interested to get the latest update. Or when I have the round with the hospital, I wanted to get the latest update. Where is the latest update? Inside the topic you will find. But if you would like to get it in general, here it is. Under content, you can find here. What's new? What is the latest changes update? You can find it here. General update, you can find it sorted by specialty. We are covering 25 medical specialties, almost 12,000 evidence-based topics, and more than 7,100 author, editor, peer reviewers who are writing for UpToDate with rigorous editorial process, expert in their field, required to be clinically active, affiliated with academic institution with high reputation. This is the people behind UpToDate. Okay, great. So what is the latest update, for example, for emergency medicine? Or I have round here in emergency, or endocrinology, family medicine. So once you select the specialty, you will find the latest update. Here it is, 3 days ago. Paragraph. I know that you have a hectic schedule, you don't have time to read all the information. That's why we make it short, just paragraph, sorted in alphabetical order to check the latest update. while you have a break, or you can check it on your mobile phone, smart device, you will get the latest update. Here is according to October, last month. So here, for example, short-term glucocorticoid use and serious adverse effect. And let's say I'm interested in this. And any medication within UpToDate, it will be hyperlinked. So we have here prednisone, for example. Once you click, it will take you to the drug monograph, all information about the drug, administration, dose, and dose adjustment, and if the patient is pregnant, lactation, food interaction, and interaction with other drug or herb, you will get all the information. We will highlight this. But I wanted first for all the academic community how to get the latest update in your field or in your specialty. So from the homepage or after, just click on UpToDate again, then you will be able to access what's new. Here it is. And I wanted to emphasize that all the what's new will be embedded inside the topic. But if you would like to browse and navigate. Okay, this is great. For what's a new general update, it can be new medication, new guideline, new technique, new procedure. But for practice changing update, it's different. We are telling you that you need to change the way you practice medicine. Why? Because of new evidence. So the practice changing update, it's a type of what's new, but updating the practice. And here it will be always supporting with the grade level of evidence why that you need to change the way you practice medicine. Let's say, for example, you are using this medication. The latest update, according to the new evidence, stops this medication. This is update, but it's changing the way you practice. So it's called practice changing update. And of course, we will highlight the grade later on once we get access to a topic. And let's say we have a clinical scenario and clinical case. Just wanted to show you from the home page of UpToDate where you can find the most important area. So what's a new practice changing update? And of course, for patient education. So for community service or community activity, anyone involving with the community. So where you can find, I mean, I'm sure that there is a big rule actually was for all universities for pandemic, for COVID. What you can do, you will get the information to engage the patient. Of course, we were looking for patient education for COVID or any other case. You can get it from here. So let's say, for example, I'm interested in infection and vaccines. So you can click it here and find the information related. And you can find here, for example, for COVID. So it will be available here. Let's say, for example, for coronavirus, let's say for disease and children. This is really interesting. Why? Because we embedded, this is, by the way, EMI, this is another product. But we implemented some of these sample-free videos to educate the patient in a video style. Very straightforward, very simple. And if I go down under the topic outline, by the way, I will go down here and you can find here the points. Where is the question and answer that you will receive? And you can find it here in multiple languages. But Arabic is not supported here for this topic, but we can find a topic available in Arabic in the homepage, and I will show you how also you can find from different or other society guidelines that you can find patient education available in Arabic actually. Again, okay, here is the question and answer. So what is about the video here? Once you click on EMI video, this is, by the way, the patient engagement, and this will be really interesting to educate the patient in multimedia support. Once you click, because I'm presenting, you can't hear the voice, but there is a voice already with this, and you can get it here. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so this is for patient education. Let's say, for example, I'm interested to have this in my homepage. Just easy, bookmark. Or let's say I would like to share it by email to anyone, but the patient or my colleague. You can click on share and send it by email. Or you can print it out. Here you can customize the font. Okay, this is just a quick example for the patient education where you can find the patient education if you would like to browse. But of course, you will find patient education inside the topic itself. Okay, now let's say I would like to go to the home page and highlight something interesting here for a case. Let's say, for example, we are interested in hypertension, one of the most common case. So hypertension, yeah, I can use abbreviation. I'm interested in treatment. Okay, or I'm interested in diagnosis, differential diagnosis. So where you can find this, let's say, for example, for pulmonary embolism, differential diagnosis. So I will give you a trick point that you can use abbreviation. So differential diagnosis, DDX. Enter. Immediately, you will find here interpretation, BE, it means pulmonary embolism, and differential diagnosis, you can find it here within the search results. This is really interesting. Okay, and you can find here, by the way, here is the filter. My patient is adult or pediatric, or I'm looking for patient education, or this is the most important here, I'm interested in graphics. So once you select graphic, you will find, or you will get access to all graphic within up to date. But let's say we have an adult patient, and I would like to check this point, for example, here. And again, for academic community, medical students, you will not waste your time reading the whole topic. I'm interested in a specific area. I'm interested in differential diagnosis, or whatever the area you are interested in. Immediately you can click on the link. You will reach this paragraph, short access immediately. Or if you are interested in a specific area, rather than this option, which is most important, you still have the option to hover your mouse here. You will get access, just a quick access to all graphic within this topic by clicking on show all graphic. This is really interesting. So for example, let's say I'm interested in chest radiograph and CT. So if you click on this graphic, it will open the graphic. Let's say, really, this is, I wanted to use it in my presentation or my assignment. Export to PowerPoint. If you click on export to PowerPoint, you will be able to have it just less than a second. Here it is. You have it ready-made, fully reference. You are done. Okay, so this is the way how can you get the slide immediately from up-to-date graphics. You can bookmark as well. So you can just select the bookmark, and then you will be able to access it from the homepage. Okay, this is really great. So this is to give you access immediately for all graphics. What about other area? So I'm interested in lab tests or ECG, chest radiograph, or any other point. So let's say, for example, I'm interested in diagnostic performance. Once you click on the link, it will take you immediately to this section. Here it is. Where is the reference? Of course, it will be here, number between brackets. So for people or academic staff who are interested in research, additional information, and sometimes when you would like to dive deeply within the content and you would like to get access additional for the reference, where you can get access to by clicking on the number, it will take you here. It will open the midline abstract, take you to PubMed, and then you will be able to access the full text if it's available for free, or of course you need to check. And of course, this is New England Journal of Medicine, and you can find here the topic or the article, and you can check your library database, which providers that can provide you with a full text, or if you need the help from the library team to provide you with document delivery option if it's not included in your subscription. But anyhow, we are giving you the option to check additional resources. Okay, now let's go back to the topic. I would like to get the whole list of reference here. Just topic outline here on the left. Here it is. Again, all graphics, so you can find all reference. Here it is. All clickable link, it will take you, it means that it's article from journals. Unless it's textbook or symposium or guideline, it will be shown in black and URL that you can copy and paste. Okay, this is really interesting where you can find the area immediately. So I'm interested in, for example, pathophysiology area. Put it in the search bar. This is, I showed you one of the most complicated area or common area that you will face when you go to the hospital round, differential diagnosis. So I showed you an example here. But let's say I'm interested in this case, when I started to deal with medication, I received a question from my patient, or from the patient, or from the faculty staff. What about the dose adjustment if the patient is renal or hepatic, when you have a round or so? Where you can find the answer for this question? Or let's say the patient will ask you, what about the pill taken before the meal, after the meal, within 1 hour, 2 hours, with juice, what about the best taken, side effect, missing dose, store medication? Where you can find this information for patient? So as we highlighted, within the drug itself, any related or any medication related, it will showing you the drug with hyperlink. So I would like, as I highlighted for prednisone, for example. But in that case, let's say, for example, we have, let's say, dexamethasone. What about the best? Or we can take a high alert medication, for example, we can select warfarin. So if I put here warfarin, this is one of the most important area also that you can get access to. Here it is, warfarin. Once you start type, you will find auto suggestion. When you search for a drug, you already know how to search for a topic. Here it is. When you search for a drug, it will come to the right side here with this panel, general equal adult. So my patient is adult, or pediatric. This is one of the unique actually to find the dose for neonate and pediatric, so you can find it here if this is applicable for neonate. And here is the patient drug information. I showed you the patient education for cases, for disease, but what about drug? Here it is. So if you select patient tab, it will take you to the patient education for warfarin. By the way, all the information embedded under UpToDate coming from Lexicomp, a sister product to UpToDate, which mainly about medication decision support. But here it is. So you can find it here, logo, and you can access Lexicomp. If you have access to Lexicomp, it will take you, but at the moment you have access only to UpToDate. So this is really very interesting. So if I take this example here for warfarin, patient drug information, what will happen? Of course, I am looking for the question and answer. So you can find it here. Here is the question, here is the answer. Side effect, of course, all of us will be responsible to avoid any side effect or adverse drug reaction. Here it is. Best taken, missing dose, store medication, in the fridge, in the room temperature. Here it is. Okay, this is a way you can bookmark, you can print, share it. Okay, or whatever you need. Okay, let's now, I would like to go back for the warfarin, and I'm interested for checking the drug monograph, all the information. Let's say we have an adult patient. Of course, the most important will come first, like this: dosing, of course, adverse reaction, administration, brand, dosage, for mechanism of action, and so on. But once you click on here on the link, it will open the drug monograph for you. Here it is. And then you will find immediately the dosing. Let's say I would like to check the dose. And according to this table will show you here the recommended dose. And if my patient has a problem with the kidney or liver, immediately it will show you this information if it's needed or if it's applicable. And the same you can find it for pediatric people. And again, if you go down, you can find the administration. This is really interesting for nursing staff or the faculty of nursing. So this is the main point you would like to highlight or check the information about administration. So this is the interesting point. And here is the hazard, dealing with medication, with safety. If there is a medication, risk with dealing with medication. Here is the hazards, information, adverse reaction, and of course, medication safety issue will show all the information that you need to consider. And here, adverse reaction, what is the common? This will be really interesting. What is the common adverse reaction that you will avoid? Let's say, for example, the patient come back again with some side effect or adverse reaction. So I need to double check, is it common? What is the reason? You will get it from here. One of the most important also for the food interaction, it will be highlighted here under this section. If the patient is pregnant, lactation, you can find here this area. Dietary consideration, monitoring parameters. This is really interesting as well, according to the frequency of INR, and here mechanism of action. So I would like to know this information. Actually, will be interesting point. Pharmacodynamics, pharmacokinetics, time to peak, half-life. This is really interesting to have access to. Okay, great. I'm frequently using warfarin, bookmark, if you would like to print. Okay, this is just the information about the drug, where you can find the drug. Okay, now I would like to check not only the drug, but the drug interaction. My patient, let's say, for example, we have a diabetic patient with hypertension. My patient will be following multiple medication, maybe 3, 4, 5, and more. And also my patient following a herb or drinking herbs frequently, or he is following a specific diet or so. So how can you check the safety? And when you get this question, for example, is there any interaction between this drug or this drug, if you combine for your patient, or this drug and this herb? What is the tool that can help you to find this information? Here it is, drug interaction. So once you click on drug interaction, it will take you to this screen. And here you can add here. Let's say, for example, we can start with herb, like green tea, grapefruit juice. Okay, and now I will start with medication. Let's say simvastatin, clopidogrel, aspirin, influenza vaccination, and clarithromycin. Okay, metformin, as we highlighted for diabetic. Okay, let's say we have this list. The patient, is it safe that the patient take it together or not? I can use it for 2 combination, or I can add the whole list of drug or herb to check it in one click. By click on analyze, then you will be able to access the interaction area, risk rating tier from A to X will be available in the top. What does it mean? X, D, C, B. Here it is. Hover your mouse to get the definitions. So X, of course, you shouldn't combine together. There is a risk. And here, D, also there is a risk, but you need to change to alternative agent, maybe a risk of toxicity. C, it's a monitoring that you need to watch. The patient may be really side effect. B and A, you are on the safe side. No action needed, no known interaction. Okay, now, if the patient takes simvastatin with clarithromycin, is it safe? Of course not. Simvastatin, to take it while he is drinking grapefruit juice. So I would like to know what will happen. Really? This is the first time to know this information. Or aspirin, even aspirin with green tea. Where is the risk? So if you click, I mean, this is one of the commons that we are many people they are doing, taking aspirin with green tea or any other herb like anise or fenugreek. So this is one of the cases that it's common. You can find here. Here is a summary. This is for the herb, and this what is the effect? What will happen? And here is how to manage the patient. Here, all agents, all drugs will take the same interaction with the whole list of herb to avoid in the future. Okay? And of course, there is a reference for PubMed to take you to the PubMed website. This is really interesting. Okay, now I got the interaction alert or alarm to be sure I'm on the safe side. Let's say, for example, I'm interested in clopidogrel. I would like to be sure that I'm not doing any medication errors by prescribing clopidogrel with any other drug or herb may interact with this drug. So how can you get the list? Let's say I'm interested in clopidogrel. Click on clopidogrel here. Then you will get the whole list. And of course, the most severe will always come first. So you can find it here. You shouldn't combine clopidogrel with this list. There is the risk here. Okay? So this is really interesting. And I wanted to just jump or go back to the up-to-date homepage. So we already highlighted the drug monograph, the drug interaction, and I would like to highlight the calculators. So once you select the calculator, you will find all calculators available within up-to-date and sorted under the specialty. So I'm interested in Apaches, or I'm interested in creatinine clearance, or CHAD score, Apgar score, body surface area, lean body weight, cardiovascular risk assessment. For example, any of these calculators that you are interested in, you can find it here. Or you can use the search lookup. So here, I'm interested in body mass index, okay, or creatinine clearance. Once you start type creatinine, you will find all creatinine will come first. Here it is. Or change your mind, body mass index. You can find here body mass index will come first. Okay, so if you select the body mass index, you can find here the different option of calculator available. So this is the way how can you find the related calculator. And let's say I would like to select the other one for body mass index, this one that fits our measurements. So here is a centimeter. So for height for this patient, let's say for example 176, and weight for the patient is 97. Immediately will show you the interpret. If I change the value, you will see here, of course, the BMI will reflecting here, and also if you click on the interpretation. So here I will put the weight for this 85 overweight. Okay, 80. So you will find the body mass index. No way for human error. You can bookmark to access the calculator immediately from your homepage. Okay, this is the way for using the calculator. I wanted also to highlight one of the most important area. Let's say I'm interested in here CPR. This it will be really a good experience you will have when you get this case, and where you can find immediately the information related. So here it is, advanced life support, let's say for adult. Here is the information that you need quickly. Hover your mouse, all graphics under this topic. Here it is. So this is, for example, really interesting. What you have to do immediately. Here it is. Here is the algorithm, the action that you need to take. Okay, this is really interesting, and you can use it in your lecture. Okay, and once you click on the topic again, you can hover your mouse. I'm interested in any of these. So let's say airway management, for example, or technique. Once you click, it will open this section and you find the information. And by the way, within up to the topic, so just be sure that the click or the link you will click on, so for example, resuscitation team management. Once you click on the link, it will show you the first line on the page. Here it is. Okay, again, I would like to highlight the most important area under the topic will be always summary and recommendation, saving your time. So here is the summary. Okay, bullet point, paragraph format. This is what I need to know. If there is any, for example, tachycardia or bradycardia, cardiac arrest, the algorithm will always showing like this for quick access. And I show you how can you bookmark and print it out or export it as a PowerPoint. I would like to share it. Let's say, for example, I have an assignment. I would like to share it with my faculty staff, or the faculty staff would like to share this with the students. Whether the case, you can click on share. Once you select share, you will be able to send a copy to yourself for documentation. Here you can put the group of, or sending to the student leader. Okay, and here you can customize. This is for your assignment, or this is for your feedback. Share with you, whatever the case or whatever the message. Once you click on send, the recipient will get access to the full topic, including full graphics, even they don't have access to up to date. Improve communication at all levels. Okay, this is really interesting. Now let's say I would like to check another topic quickly for diabetes with hypertension, and I'm interested in treatment. Okay, multiple diagnosis. This is really interesting. Let's say I'm interested in treatment for hypertension in patients with diabetes. Click. Great. You open the topic. Again, you can find the print option. Sometimes I'm interested to print only graphics or only reference. You have the option here. So let's say, for example, I'm interested in all graphics only. You can get it here. Only reference. Here it is. Okay. Or only text. It's up to you. Option. Latest update, you will always find, because our content will be always continuously updated. So according to literature review, our authors that I highlighted, more than 7,100, hand searching for more than 420 evidence-based medical journals, clinical databases, clinical trials, society guideline. And according to the literature review they done for October, nothing changed since November 27, 2017. Okay, now I wanted to highlight also for the academic community, to save your time, as I highlighted, summary and recommendation will be the most important area to give you a summary. What is the information in bold. This is really interesting to have access to consider. This is important information within. And if there is any recommendation also to do, or any drug, like for example here, metoprolol, it will take you again to the drug monograph to find the information related. But this will be good example to show you what is the first line treatment, or second, or if there is any resistant, what is the best tolerance. And here you can find the section that highlight this area, or you can just search for a specific topic you are interested in. Let's say, for example, I'm interested in hypertension initial management. So it will take you immediately to the related topic if you are interested. So this is one of the points. And by the way, as we already reached to the clinical pathway, I wanted to highlight this is just a sample available for you. So you can check here up-to-date pathway in the section of COVID. So this is available for free. You can find it here. It's interactive algorithm. This is what we have for initial telephone triage, and the other one is anticoagulation in adults. Okay, so this is interactive algorithm that it will take you immediately to the interactive algorithm that will help in reducing the clinical variance. So this will be interesting point to have access to. It will be available for a sample under COVID section, and some other up-to-date pathways that will be very available as a sample. You can find it here under up-to-date pathway as well, as we put it for the current situation. Okay, this is really interesting point. Now I would like to check the CME. So here, the CME, you can see here, this is a number of CME. I wanted to highlight that we have two system, point and hours. So I'm interested to submit my CME for Saudi Commission, or I wanted to get the CME to put it in my CV, or just add it to the list of certificate I have. I mean, if you're still a resident or a medical student and so on. So you can get from here, CME. If you click on CME, you will get access to the page of CME. First thing you have to do to reflect the Saudi Commission, if you would like to or interested to submit it to Saudi Commission, because up to it will be providing you CME, CBD, CE for multiple bodies around the world, or authorities around the world that are considering the CME or looking for the CME from healthcare providers. Okay, in that case, I wanted to highlight that you need to change the settings, because the default of the CME will be points. With every search you run and then open the result, you will get half point. So the Saudi Commission will be interesting to get hours, or you are interested to submit hours to Saudi Commission. In that case, I need to click on settings and change the default, which is American Medical Association. I need to click on edit, and then I will go down, select Saudi Commission, save. Now converted and reflected actually the regulation of the Saudi Commission, which is hours. Now I have 35 hours. Now I would like to redeem. How to get your certificate of the CME? Very simple. Click on redeem CME. And here is the note for Saudi user. Saudi Commission will accept only 10 hours per year from up to date. And you can collect all the 10 hours into one certificate and then submit it to Saudi Commission to Mumaris website. Okay, now how can I get the certificate? So all what you need, just select the 10 hours you would like to have with one click. Here it is. No clinical question, no test, or no fees. Once you select the 10 hours, here it is, continue. Evaluation, this is an optional. We appreciate your feedback, how you search and use up to date and make it applicable to your patient. So what is your feedback? And once you click on submit, it will take you immediately to the next step of the certificate that you can download. So click on submit, it will take you to the CME history. You can find the same screen like this, and you will find all your certificate you submitted before. So you can find here Saudi Commission. To show you an example, once you click on view or download, you will be able to download the certificate. And here it is. And you will find your name, and the topic will be always up to date, and for the period that you submitted this certificate. This is just quickly for CME and where you can get this benefit from within up to date. Okay, so I think just we have maybe 3 minutes or so to just include or conclude our session, and then I will give you the chance if you have any question. So I will be happy to answer the question, and you can prepare any question you have at the moment within these 2-3 minutes left in my demo. Okay, so I highlighted here for the CME that where you can find it, the most important area where you can get the latest update in your field, in your specialty. What's the new practice engineering update? Community service or help, where you can find the patient education, the patient counseling or patient education, and of course, where you get the latest update. Let's say to end my session with a tricky point, I know that this will be interesting for all faculty staff and anyone involving in a research, where I can get access to the society guideline in my point or my specialty. Under content, topics by specialty, here is the list of specialties. Let's say, for example, for cardiovascular medicine. Once you select the specialty, you can find a link here for society guideline. Will take you immediately to the society guideline from all over the world. Let's say, for example, I'm interested in arrhythmia in adult. By click or AFib, atrial fibrillation. Once you click, here it is. Because you would like to know that we are reviewing, I mean, the author behind the up-to-date reviewing not only the US resources and literature, also from international, from Canada, from US, from Europe, from UK, from Australia, New Zealand, and even Japan. So this is really interesting. Sometimes I'm interested to access the society guideline. This is what we are following to get the information and so on. So you can bookmark, have access to this from the home page. So you will never get access to the personalization and bookmark, and you can get immediately the whole list you have unless you log in with your account. So this is the last point I wanted to highlight in our session today. Hope that you find it interesting. And this is a time for question if you have any question. Okay, so I mean, oh, there is actually I'm checking the chat. There is a
yes. في سؤال في الشات أستاذ فؤاد، إذا ممكن تجاوب عليه بالنسبة لل
Yeah, okay. So yeah, okay. So
هو أنا حرجع أحطه.
يا ريت.
هذا هو.
Okay, I noticed that some medications that are not found in the United States, we cannot read about full drug information. We can only find the international brand name. So is there any other way to access the drug information for this medication? I mean, in our region, I mean, what we are interested in, this is really a good question for the drug information we embedded under up-to-date. So here you mentioned that some medications that are not found in the United States, of course, we have here under up-to-date the list of we cannot read about full drug monograph. We can only find the international brand name. Okay, this is an interesting point. So if I go to up-to-date, let's say, for example, for one of the drug which is not available in US, which is available in our region. If I go with Solbadine, okay, this is a good example. So if I select here Solbadine, so when I search it for this, what you get the information, you can find here the information available. So the drug information in up-to-date that embedded, highlighting or covering the multinational as well. So the most common medication from the multinational from around the world will be embedded under this database. So you can just click on the link and you can get access. And regarding the brand name for the Canada and US, you can find, again, if it's exists in Canada or US, you can find it in the top. But back to the point, which is really interesting, because when you have a clinical encounter with your patient, and when you ask your patient, let's say, for example, I am your patient, okay, and I'm from Egypt, and now you will ask me, what is the medication you are following? of course I will mention the trade name, the brand, not just generic. So where you can find the trade name here in Saudi Arabia. So let's say, for example, this is really interesting point. So if I go down under topic outline, here it is. You can find here brand name international. By selecting, here is the list of countries that has this brand name. So for Solbadin, and here, where is the Saudi Arabia? You will find the abbreviation for the countries. So you can find here the abbreviation. Here is, for example, for Emirate and Kuwait. So I mean, you need to look for the abbreviation. And here is Bahrain, Kuwait, and Qatar. And then if you go again for, let's say maybe I select the other one, and this is available here for Emirates again, Lebanon, some other. I don't have access to, or I don't know all the abbreviation, but maybe if I select the other one, so it will highlight here. If I go back, maybe the other one here for, I mean, this is acetaminophen. This of course will be available in everywhere. And again, you can find here the brand name that highlighting your question is if it's available in US, Canada, and other. And here I go down for brand name international. So to show you example here quickly for the SA, it will be like this. So showing here Solbadin. This is the example I highlighted, and you can find SA here. And by the way, you will not find only one SA. You will find multiple. It depends on the companies that are producing this drug. Okay, this is a good point. Hope that answers this question. So this is really interesting. I'm expecting that you are from Faculty of Medicine or maybe pharmacy. Okay, anyhow, this is really great question. Thanks for this. Any other question?
أتمنى أستاذة منار إنه يكون أستاذ فؤاد جاوب على سؤال حضرتك. في أي استفسار؟
Okay. Thanks.
الظاهر إنه ما في أي استفسار. شكرا لك أستاذ فؤاد.
العفو لحضرتك أستاذ. شاكر لكم. شاكر لكم. العفو. شكرا. It's my pleasure. Thank you all and have a great night.
أحب أنوه بس للحضور إنه التسجيل في كل محاضرة على حدة. وشكرا لكم حضوركم. إذا ممكن أستاذ فؤاد بيطلبوا إيميل حضرتك أو أي وسيلة للتواصل، إذا ممكن توضحها على الشاشة.
طيب أنا هحط في التشات طرق التواصل. لو في حد عنده أي سؤال أي استفسار more than welcome anytime. هحط الإيميل ورقم الجوال أهو، هيبقى متاح للجميع. ادي
شكرا لك استاذ فؤاد.
الجوال. العفو يا فندم. العفو. اعتقد كده احنا خلاص تمام خلصنا. اقدر اخرج من السيشن ولا ممكن حد يسأل حاجة تانية؟
والله الواضح انه ما فيش استفسار. will you upload today's lecture؟ ده خاص بالتسجيل. التسجيل راح يكون جاهز اكيد في الرابط، هنحطه الان على الشات.
تمام ممتاز.
مرة ثانية شكرا لك أستاذ فؤاد. والقاعدة هذه بصراحة عليها طلب كبير من بالذات كلية الطب.
نعم، وإن شاء الله نقدر نعمل كاستمايز تاني لو في أي انترست بالنسبة للكليات التانية، كلية صيدلة أو حتى كليات الطب. أنا حاولت إن أنا أعمل جنرال سيشن، لكن إحنا ممكن نعمل كاستمايز وفقا للموديولز اللي شغالين فيه أو حسب السنة أو الماجستير أو الدراسات العليا أو الريزنت أو الترينيز. فدي هتبقى ممكن أوبشن تاني إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله.
طيب أنا أعتقد الأسئلة بعد كده اللي جاية أعتقد عن التسجيل، فأنا لو تسمحوا لي أقدر أستأذن وأخرج من السيشن.
تفضل. شكرا لك.
تمام، شاكر جدا ليكم والسلام عليكم. مع السلامة.
مع السلامة.
مع السلامة.